folks, it's your friend Fishing with Dom, and today I'm going to share with you a lure review of one of my favorite cold water and open water trolling baits for walleye, and one of my favorite baits when bass fishing. If you know me, I'm a big Rapala fanatic, and the jointed Shad Rap gets me going. I can't say enough good things about these lures. They suspend, they dive relatively deep for their size, they're very castable on bait casting equipment and spinning outfits as well, and they can be used in a wide variety of different situations. I've got a couple of colors here in front of me. I have one of the newer UV colors. This is the UV Green Tiger, your typical perch color, and the Fire Tiger. Now these colors I have right here, these three models, these are the size 5. It dives anywhere between 6 feet to 13 feet. Trolled 100 feet behind the boat, it'd get its way down to 13 foot, and it weighs 1/4 of an ounce. On light line, on super line, these can be casted off of points, rocky structure, and worked very, very efficiently with this mesmerizing tail action and a nice cadence rattle on the inside. It's very hypnotizing to the fish, if you want to call it that. In the summertime on Saginaw Bay, this is one of my favorite walleye trolling baits as well. I've caught a lot of big walleye with this bait. It's like the Shad Rap, but when you want to give them a little curveball, get them to trigger the bite, get a little bit more of aggressive bite, that kicking action in the second half of the bait, that really does it sometimes for the fish. Now this larger model is the only bigger one I have on stock right now. This is the size 7. It dives between 7 to 15 foot, foot down beneath the surface, weighs a little under a 1/2 ounce. Let me see the spec chart real quick. 7/16 of an ounce to be exact. This is something I whip around on the bait caster come springtime, come colder water pretty soon here. These baits are awesome in the cold. Not only because they rattle, because they have some nice, attractive action to the tails, but also because when you reel it down and it's swimming and you stop reeling, it suspends. This bait doesn't sink or float, it suspends. And when that fish, whether it be a walleye, a pike, or a bass, sees this jointed Shad Rap coming about and they don't quite know if they want to hone in on it and give it a little tap, let it suspend. Sometimes a quick little pause, sometimes a long pause, followed by another burst of energy, is what'll drive a bass or walleye nuts. My lake has a couple of very, very producing sunken islands that are mostly rocky structure, and a few points adjacent to a very deep drop-off. I'll throw these bad boys all day, and generally speaking, when I'm fishing out there, and anywhere in Michigan really that I can get away with throwing these, you bet I'm going to throw it, because this is a fantastic lure. I've caught big pike, smallmouth bass, trout, walleye, you name it. Fish eat smaller fish when possible, and this is a mesmerizing action that gets fish of all species to bite. Now, that's just my story. I've been fishing with the jointed Shad Rap for a few years now. Rapala does make a jointed shallow Shad Rap that I haven't gotten into. And they go for the same price. You can pick these up for $6.79 off of the Rapala website. Get your hand on a few of these, because these are quality baits, and I feel like the whole Shad Rap line of baits is kind of slept on when it comes to bass anglers, and even over the past couple of years, perhaps even walleye anglers. There's so many different baits out there you can troll for walleye. The Shad Rap in general works, but the jointed Shad Rap, that's the best of everything. It resembles a quality profile of a bait. It rattles, it suspends, and it's got that tail action, and I can cast it a mile if I'm using a thin fire line, or if I'm just working it on a 6-pound mono or a 6-pound fluorocarbon. I can crank these bad boys out there. I'd throw the smaller ones on a lighter line, but if I'm working it on the bait caster, on my cranking rod, I'd be throwing the size 7 jointed Shad Rap. But here, that was my testimonial. I hope you get the chance to fish with these lures. I have, and I really believe in them. They work very, very well for me, and I don't see why they shouldn't for you. If you have any lures you'd like for me to try out and potentially review, I am going to get a few more out this summer. Let me know in the comment section below. I'd really love to hear for you. But thank you for watching Fishing with Dom. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you, the viewer. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye.